coupled with the idea that sectoral boundaries are breaking down with new emerging industries, cooperation among clusters is more and more important. And therefore, these networks of clusters tend to form some sort of alliances, associations in many countries. Of course, where the clusters are managed directly from a regional government, that's a different matter. But in many of the countries, we have voluntary cluster associations. And these turned out to have quite similar problems and issues and challenges, irrespective of whether they are in Spain, in France, or in Hungary, or here in Romania. So we've been working on cooperating among these cluster associations for a while now, especially here in Eastern Europe. But now, together with some Western European partners, we have actually embarked to make this cooperation formal and establish the European Cluster Alliance. That is an alliance of the national cluster associations within each country. The thing is, the core mission of this alliance is really, on the one hand, to have a platform where we can share our plights and share our challenges and experiences, and on the other hand, that we could have one voice to represent the interests and the aspects of clusters towards the European level policy making primarily. The Commission does have the European Cluster Policy Platform, which includes governments and policymakers, but so far clusters have only been represented through various other bodies like the ECCP and others. So having a single initiative that can provide this one voice and that can act as an interface between the actual SMEs and the actual clusters themselves and the European policy level, I think this is a very important translation work that we need to do. Transylvania, being what it is quite a natural first step of internationalization for the Hungarian SMEs, especially finding local Hungarians here. It makes with the language borders disappear, and that really helps. But not just the furniture cluster, but the wood cluster, ProWood in Kovasna, and then there is sustainable construction projects going on between Szeged and Arad, I believe. So there are already in place a number of joint projects, even cross-border projects. But I think there is really a lot of potential in this. I really admire how active these consortium of northern Transylvanian clusters are. The speed and energy with which they are moving is really incredible, and that's something I would really like to utilize in cooperation at home. In Hungary, the clusters tend to work together only as needed, and not as a sort of basic premise like they do here. So I really think that that the Northern Transylvanian Cluster Consortium is a good example by any standard within Europe, and that's definitely something that, irrespective of sectors, is something that I would like to transplant into Hungary. But of course, we do have a number of IT clusters and agri-food clusters, packaging, whatnot, that sort of have natural collaboration opportunities with clusters and SMEs here. So I do believe that that this is a very fertile ground.